Hi friends, welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In the last video, I have discussed about color properties in CSS. I hope you have watched that video. If you did not watch that video or if you don't know that concept, I request you to go back and watch that video and come back to this video. In this video, I want to discuss about background properties in CSS. So I sincerely request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. The CSS background properties are used to define the background effects for HTML elements. For HTML elements like heading tags, we have h1 heading tag, h2, h3, so on. And similarly, we have the paragraph tag. For all these HTML tags or elements, if you want to add some background effects, that we can do with the help of background properties in CSS. In CSS, if you want to add the background effects, there are various background properties. They are background color, background image, background position, background repeat, and background attachment. Using these properties, we can add a background effect to any HTML element. In the last video, already I have discussed about the background color property. However, I will discuss little bit about it. The background color property specifies the background color of an HTML element. For the background color, you can provide the value in various ways. One is that you can provide the color name directly. You can provide the color using the RGB values, using the hexadecimal representation, and using the HSL, where H stands for hue, S stands for saturation, and L stands for lightness. Now let me discuss the background color property with a practical example so that it will be very clear for you. Let me go to the desktop, CSS, and let me click on the new text document, and I will give the document name as background.html. And let me click on the yes, and let me right click on this one, open with notepad++, and then I need to provide the basic skeleton of the HTML document. So I need to provide the doc type and HTML, and in the HTML we need to provide the HTML open tag and HTML close tag. In HTML we have two primary tags. One is the head tag and the body tag. The head tag consists of the title of the web page, internal style sheets information, and also the metadata, etc. Whereas the body tag consists of the information which you want to display on the web page. So I will provide the head tag open and head tag close. Inside this head tag, I will use the title tag to provide the title for the web page. So I will write background properties, and let me close the title tag. And then I want to provide the internal style sheets, because we have three style sheets. One is the inline, internal, and external. Inline means for the particular tag itself you can use the style attribute to provide the various styles and the corresponding values. Whereas in the internal style sheets, in the head tag you will use the style tag, and then you will provide the style rules for various HTML elements or for the IDs, for the classes, etc. Whereas if you go for the external style sheets, you will create some CSS file. In that CSS file you will provide all the style rules, and for the various web pages, if you want to add the style, you will use the link tag and then link the web pages with the CSS file. Here I want to use the internal style sheet, so I will go for the style tag, and then I will use the type as either text or CSS, and let me close the style tag. And inside this one, for what tag you want to provide the style, that you can provide. I want to provide a style for the paragraph tag, and I will use the background color is the property. For the color, you can provide the value in four ways. One is directly using the color name, using the RGB, using the hexadecimal values, using the HSL. So let me provide the color name directly as the yellow. Now in the body tag, I will use one paragraph tag so that you can understand for that paragraph tag whether the background color has been applied or not. Let me open the paragraph tag and I will write, "Hi friends, I hope you are doing well." And let me close the paragraph tag and let me save this program. Go to the desktop CSS and right click on the background.html, open with Google Chrome. Now you can see, "Hi friends, I hope you are doing well" have been displayed and the background color has been applied as yellow. If you want to change the color and now you want to provide using the RGB representation, then you can write RGB, where R stands for red, G for green, B for blue, and then you can provide the red component, green component, blue component values from 0 to 255. Let me provide the red component as 255, green and blue as 0 and 0 respectively. Then the background color will come in the red. If you want to observe those changes, let me save this program and go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now you can see, "Hi friends, I hope you are doing well" have been displayed and the background color is red. Similarly, you can provide the color using the hexadecimal representation. Let me provide 00FF00. Now the background color will become green. If you want to observe that change, let me refresh it. Because for the green component, you have provided the 2 F's. So the high value has been provided for the green component and for the red and blue component you have provided as 0 and 0 respectively. If you want to provide using the HSL, you can go for it. You can write HSL and then you can provide some values 147, 50 percentage, 47 percentage. And now let me save this program, go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now you can see the background color have been changed. So the background color property is useful for you to add the background color for an HTML element. Even if you want to add a color for the entire body, instead of the paragraph tag, you can provide the body tag here. Let me save it and then go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now you can see the background color has been applied to the entire body. For any HTML element, if you want to add a background color, you can use the background color property. Now let me discuss about the background image property. This property specifies an image to use as the background for an element. For any HTML element, if you want to add a background image, that you can do with the help of background image property. By default, the image is repeated, so it covers the entire element. Let's consider that the size of the image is greater than the size of the web page, then part of the image will be displayed in the web page. If the size of the image is lesser than the page size, then the image will be displayed and the image will be repeated in horizontally and vertically. Now let me discuss this background image property practically so that it will be clear for you. Let me go to the Notepad++. I will use the background image property. Instead of background color, I will use the background image property. For this paragraph tag, I will use it instead of for the body tag. And for the image property, you need to provide the URL method. This URL method should consist of the entire URL of the image which you want to use it as a background image for the paragraph tag. Let's go to the desktop. Here you can observe Parnika.jpg image is there. This image I want to add as a background image for the paragraph tag. Then I will go to the show more options and then I will go to the property and I will copy this entire location. So the image is there in the C users and then desktop. Okay, let me copy this entire URL and I will paste it here, and that URL you need to enclose within the double quotes. Now after pasting it, you have to do certain changes. Here you have only one slash, you need to provide the two slashes, and here also the two slashes, and here also the two slashes, and then you need to provide one backslash, and then file name which is Parnika, and then you need to provide the extension which is JPG. Now let me save this program and go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now you can see the size of the Parnika image is greater than the element which you have provided. What is the element you have provided here? The paragraph tag. The paragraph tag consists of only one line, but the image is very big one. If you want to verify, you can see the image is very bigger one, so the part of the image have been displayed. Okay, if you want to verify, we can do using the body tag also. Instead of applying for the paragraph tag, I will apply this background image for the body tag, and let me refresh it. Now you can observe the part of the image has been displayed. So what we are supposed to do is that we need to use an image which is small size as compared to the image size. So we need to use an image which is smaller than the page size. So to do that one, I will use the Parnika tutorials logo which is there in the desktop, and the name of the file is index.jpg. So I will provide the file name as index.jpg. As the logo size is lesser than the page size, by default the image will be repeated in horizontally and vertically. If you want to verify those changes, let me refresh it. Now you can see the Parnika tutorials logo have been repeated horizontally and vertically, so that it has been covered the entire background. You have applied this background image for the body tag, so the entire web page is consists of Parnika tutorials logo several times, and this Parnika tutorials logo has been repeated horizontally and vertically. Now let me discuss how can you provide the location of the image where the image is there in the same folder of your HTML program. So what I will do is that I will go to the desktop. You can observe we have index.jpg. I will copy this one and I will go to the CSS file where our background.html file is there. I will paste it and I will change the name of the file to logo.jpg. Instead of index.jpg, I will make it as logo.jpg. Now the image is there in the same folder of the background.html file. So what I will do, instead of providing the entire information, we can simply provide the file name and extension. So I will write the file name as logo and the extension as jpg. Now let me save this one, go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now you can see the entire Parnika tutorials logo have been displayed in the body. So like this, we can use the background image property to add a background image for a particular HTML element. Now let me discuss about the background repeat property. If you observe previously, the background image has been repeated. If you don't want to repeat it, why it has been repeated? Because the size of the image is less than the entire web page. So that's why the Parnika tutorials logo have been repeated. If you does not want to repeat it, or if you want to repeat only in the horizontal direction or only in the vertical direction, if you want to do those changes, you can use the background repeat property. So by default, the background image property repeats the image both in horizontally and vertically. If you want to repeat only in the horizontally or only in the vertically, or if you does not want to repeat it, that you can control with the help of background repeat property. So let me go to the Notepad++ and then I will use the background repeat property, and then I will write background hyphen repeat, and I will provide the value. We can provide the value as repeat hyphen x or repeat hyphen y or no repeat. If you provide no hyphen repeat, then meaning is that you does not want to repeat the image in horizontal direction and also in the vertical direction. Let me save this program, go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now you can see the image has been displayed only on the left top. The image has not been repeated. So the default position of the image is top left. If you want to change the position, also we have the background hyphen position that we will discuss later. Now if I want to repeat only in the horizontal direction, then you can provide the value here as repeat hyphen x. And now let me save it and then go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now you can observe the image has been repeated only in the horizontal direction. If you want to repeat in vertical direction, in that case you need to provide the value as repeat hyphen y. Now let me save this one, go to the browser and then let me refresh it, and now you can observe that the image has been repeated in vertical direction. So if you want to repeat the image either in the vertical direction or in the horizontal direction, or if it does not want to repeat, then in that case you can use the background hyphen repeat property. Now let me discuss about background position property. If you observe in the last example, when we have provided the background repeat property as value as no hyphen repeat, in that case by default the image has been displayed on the left top only. So if you want to change the position of the image, then we can use the background position property. So the background position property is used to set the image to a particular position. We can provide the position as right top, right bottom, left bottom, center, like that. By default it will be on left top. Now let me discuss this one practically so that it will be clear for you. So what I will do, I will use the background hyphen position property and I will provide the position as right top. Then you can observe what will happen. Let me provide the semicolon and then save this one, go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now you can see the background image have been displayed on the right top. Now I want to make this image to the center. So what I will do, in place of right top, I will provide the value as center. Now let me save this program and let me refresh it. Now you can observe the logo has came to the center because here only you have a small content. Hi friends, I hope you are doing well. So that's why it came to the center. If you want to look it properly, what I will do, I will copy this paragraph tag and paste it several times. And now let me save this program, go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now you can see the Parnika tutorials logo have been displayed to the center. If you want to make it to the right bottom or left bottom, you can provide the position value as right bottom. Now let me save this one, go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now you can see it came to the right bottom. If you want to make it to the left bottom, you can provide the position as left bottom. Let me refresh it and then you can observe the background image has came to the left bottom. So like this you can fix the position of the image using the background hyphen position property. Now let me discuss about the background attachment property. If you want to understand the background attachment property, what I will do is that I will go to the Notepad++ and I will copy this paragraph tag content and I will paste it several times. And even I will fix the position of the image to the center. Then you can observe what will happen. Now let me save this program, go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now you can see the image, whenever you are scrolling, the image is also scrolling. The image position is not fixed because you can see the content, I hope you are doing well, have been repeated. Now whenever you are scrolling, that time only the image has been displayed. Again, if you are scrolling, the image has not been displayed. But if you want to fix the background image to a particular center, whether you are scrolling or not, it should be like that. If you want to do such changes, you can use the background attachment property. So the background attachment property is used to fix the background image or to scroll the background image. If you make it fixed, the image will not scroll with the page. If you want to scroll it, then you can provide the value as scroll. So the background attachment property have two values, one is fixed or another one is scroll. Now let me make it fix background hyphen attachment, and then I will provide it as the spelling of the attachment should be proper. Attachment attachment, and I will provide the attachment value as fixed. Now let me save this one, go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now whenever you are scrolling, the image is not scrolling down, right? Earlier the image was also scrolling. Now the image has been fixed, and whenever you are scrolling, the content only is scrolling, but the image size has been fixed and the location is also fixed. If you want to change it, you can provide the default value as scroll. Let me save this one, go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now whenever you are scrolling, the image also will scroll. Okay, I hope you have understood the purpose of the background attachment property. This property is used to fix or scroll the background image. If you want to fix it, then you can provide the value as fixed. If you want to scroll it, you can provide the value as scroll for the background attachment property. I hope you have understood about the background properties like background color, background image, background repeat, background position, background attachment. If you still have any doubts related to this concept, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.